Mysteries deepen. Path darkening. Worded. Four Blondes, one mystery at a time. Podcast.
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Happy Wednesday.
What day is this? Thursday.
Thursday.
It's
Is it
Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday?
It's Thursday.
Thursday, Brandy.
It's Friday Eve.
That's right. What
I
Natalie
don't know
said.
what day it is. I don't. I don't. I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I do podcasts. That's all I know.
I
Yeah.
understand that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, it's
Oh
been
my
that kind of
God.
week.
Yes. Welcome,
Absolutely.
everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to us. As you can see, we're missing one blonde, and she's a little under the weather today. So send her well wishes, prayers, whatever you do. We'd appreciate it. And she should be back next Thursday. She said that. She did tell us that. So anyway, we wish her well. Wish her a speedy recovery.
Yeah. And I just want to let everybody know out there that we are streaming both to Blondes and Booze and the Four Blondes. I am on the Four Blondes. I will no longer do this show on Blondes and Booze. I am over here in the chat room. So come on over to the chat room in Four Blondes, okay? Four Blondes, one mystery at a time. Come on over.
Yeah, because we're
Come
only
on
going to
over.
Blondes and Booze just for another couple of weeks, and then you guys will have to watch it from this channel.
Yeah, exactly. So just come now, because this is where I'm chatting at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come join the fun. We'll
Jojo
Come
says
on
she's
over.
confused.
It'll be fun. We've got coffee and drinks and
I have
fun
tea.
and
Tea.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got good stories.
Hello, Mickey. Tell Brandon we all said hello too.
Hello.
So we have Mickey is in chat. We have Jojo. We have Jason Finch. We have Pops. Bigfoot Dwarf. Hey, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
And we have Anti-Venom. Kitty Cat Whack. Looking through here. Pancho Zorge. Hey, Pancho. Been a while since we've seen him. Sean, happy Thursday. Anyway, Diane, good to see you. My freaking computer, it does this to me. It refreshes. Now I lost all the freaking names I just said.
It's best just to get out your phone and start, skimming.
Yeah,
It'd be the best
easier
thing
that
to
way.
do besides trying to do it on a computer. It's just too tough.
Right.
So I just skim.
Mhm.
Over on Four Blondes, one mystery at a time. Come on over. I'm over there.
Come on over there. That's where we at.
How you doing? Come on over.
Come on over.
Come on
Yeah.
over. Hey.
I don't know. Because, it's fun to be in a new chat room.
Mhm.
But it's our same old friends out there, and we appreciate you being here. But tell your other friends.
Yeah,
We're here.
Pass the word. Because I got to tell you, Blondes and Booze is great. We do some great stuff over there. However, we have some really big projects coming up with the four of us. And so you guys will only hear it here on this channel, not Blondes and Booze, as to what we're doing. Like, we're not releasing anything yet, but you guys will be the first to know. And it will be on this channel that we release.
Roger Blair says, how you doing?
How you doing?
How
How you doing? Hey.
Doing mighty fine, thank you.
It's fine.
That's how we say in the South. Mighty fine, thank you.
Thank you very much.
What how to do.
Jason says, lace up those boots, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, you better believe it. We're gonna start in on some rain here pretty soon in our area this weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna have to have them boots.
Yep, we are too down here.
Are you?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to have rain for days.
Yeah, rain for days.
I
Yep.
am heading north, so it's not supposed to get rain there.
Oh, that's good.
I know.
That's good.
Hush your mouth.
I know. It's. I'm going to Chicago this weekend on Saturday.
Oh, that sounds nice. I haven't been there in a hot minute.
No rain, so woohoo! You guys keep it all down here and down there with you, Natalie.
Yeah, keep it down here.
That's all right. I'm not going anywhere. It's all good. It's all good.
Brandy, you are next weekend. You're coming up to Emmaus.
Maybe. I haven't decided.
Now it's a maybe because now I just decided I was going to do Emmaus.
Oh, well, you're the one who can't make up your mind. Okay. It's not me because I said I was going to go and then you said you weren't going and then now you're going to go. And so I guess I'm going. Okay. Hi. I'm going to Emmaus next week.
Because I was
Okay, hi.
Lake County Museum. However, it's just I've got to get back the next day for Olivia. I got to pick her up. So I'm like, man, there's just a lot of driving going up there and coming right back. So Randy was trying to sweet talk me into the other day coming to Emmaus. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to Emmaus. So
Okay.
I'm going.
So yeah, I'm going.
Natalie, fly up. Go with us.
I would love to.
You've
I
been
would
there,
love
so you
to-
know.
Absolutely. And staying in that Airbnb. That was so much fun.
We had fun. That was
We had
fun.
so much fun. And then all the activity around us. Oh my gosh.
It was crazy.
Awesome.
I got to
It was
tell
so
you guys
awesome.
though, when we were in the Airbnb, so it was myself and Natalie, Greg Ogles, Bigfoot Michigan Rob, and Brian Bowden. And Brandy had been there that evening, but she decided she was tough and drove home.
Well, Paul
Yeah.
was there too.
So,
Yeah, Paul was there.
Paul was there
and
too.
Paranormal Paul was there. Yep.
Yeah, I was decided I was tough and drove home.
Yeah. You missed the fun though, because so me and Natalie we shared the bridal suite or whatever.
Yes, we did. We were very romantic.
It was very romantic in that room, except until we got in there and we started hearing fart sounds.
Yep.
And it wasn't coming from either one of us.
Nope. Nope. Mr. Ogles, the moist man himself, put a speaker under the bed that was hooked up to his phone to a fart noise machine app.
And me and
just
Natalie were
kept
like,
it-
"Did you hear that?" I'm like,
What
"Yeah."
is that? Finally, I looked under the bed and there's a speaker, and I'm like, and there's Greg, red face, couldn't see
Laughing.
He was laughing so hard.
Yeah. In another room, because me and Natalie, we shared and the guys all had the rest of the place. And
Right.
it was funny. It was good.
It was so much fun.
And then, BMR, we didn't get much sleep at all that night.
God.
I know.
Yeah.
Like literally, I don't know how he is able to breathe.
Me either. Yeah. Oh, there's Brian. He's in chat. Hey, Brian.
He needs a CPAP. We're just go with that. He needs a CPAP.
Kept all
He
of us
does.
up that night.
He
Every
does.
one of us in that house that night.
I know.
Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about what are we going to talk about on the show?
Mhm.
And then I thought, why don't we talk about stuff that is in all these scenarios that run through your head sometimes? And I should have named this like the 3 a.m. thoughts, because it's the kind of ones that keep you awake at night, and you're wondering, well, what would I do? And your brain won't stop working. And you're like, I have got to go to sleep at some point, This was my whole going on this whole show is what would you do in these really wild,
Bizarre what ifs.
what ifs? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brian says he was 12 inches from him. He was.
He was.
You and BMR were sleeping out in the living room.
Brian, you were a trooper, man.
You
Yeah,
could have called to Brandy. You could have done what Brandy would do. She'd have went out to her car and would sleep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
She
Brandy
would've.
would have too.
Yeah, I would have went to sleep, or I would have grabbed a pillow or something and went and laid down in another room with the other guys. I'd have said, that's it. I gotta go.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, all in all, that night with all of us there, I have never laughed so hard. I needed those good laughs. Honestly,
I know. That was a great time.
Yeah,
Definitely our souls needed that.
they did.
Right.
And you know what? And that's why all of us are going to be at Alabama for the premiere and the conference. And
Yes.
January 31st?
January 31st.
In Gardenville, Alabama. We will
Yep.
all be there. And so come over and see all of us.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
It's going to be
Remember that,
fun.
Randy?
It's going to be a real fun time.
Randy's like, oh no, here we go again. Round two.
Here we go.
Here we go.
No sleep for the wicked. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
no. We'll sleep when we're dead. It's fine.
Mhm.
Totally fine.
There
Yeah.
you go. There
Yeah.
you go.
Okay, back to the show. My bad. I went
Okay.
squirrel on you.
Okay.
You squirrel. Okay.
Yeah. All good.
Okay, you were talking, Brandy.
I was just saying, about the scenarios that keep us up in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Because we get to thinking about these encounter stories when we hear them, especially the ones that kind of, I don't know, hit too close to home.
Mhm.
And some of them have with me and with everybody on this panel.
Mhm.
We have heard some that are like, what if that was happening to me? Or maybe that was happening to me and I just didn't understand what was going on at the time. So Krista has the questions. We're going to let her ask the questions and then we're all going to reply. And then I want to see what everybody has to say in chat too.
Yeah. So on what Brandy said about, something that happens closer to home, I hope this one doesn't for any of us. I'm just saying, because Natalie's question, I'm going to do Natalie's question first.
Oh yeah, because this one really stumped me. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, when you
Yeah,
said
there's
closer to
a
home, I really
reason
hope it's not.
There's a reason I wrote that down is because Paul and I just interviewed Brooke Moreland, and this came up on Paranormal Among Us podcast about this subject.
Gotcha.
Oh,
So that's why I wrote it down.
okay.
Okay.
What is it?
So the question is, Natalie asked, what if your significant other was a reptilian?
Yep.
I'd be like, what the F?
We had a full conversation about reptilians amongst us,
Mhm.
where they're at, how they are influencing us, influencing the government, influencing leaders. And so we went down a little bit of a rabbit hole. And then I thought, well, how would you know?
Right.
Like, you could be walking and meeting somebody. They may be one. If you believe in that, they may be one.
Right.
And so then all of a sudden, what if you're married to them? What
Yeah.
if they're...
You
Yes,
would know
JoJo.
something before?
Yeah. Yes, JoJo, if you find out after the fact.
After the fact. That's what we're saying. We're just doing scenarios, not that it's
just
happening.
scenarios.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have the best of luck with, my marriages, but it is what it is. They're not reptilians. They're just, the elevator doesn't go to the top floor, but we're going to move on from that. Anyway, reptilians.
So what do you think, Natalie? What would you do in this situation?
I would ask 1,000 questions. I would be like, help me understand where you're from. Tell me all about your history. I would have more curiosity initially. And once I learn more, then I would feel like, how dare you? I would go that direction. I would start out with very just inquisitive first and then be like, why? Just why would you do this?
Right.
That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'd be like that woman on the plane yelling and pointing. That's not human. That's not human. That would be me. Okay, everyone. I'm just saying. And then I wouldn't know how to feel because at some point you had to have some type of relations with this person already. And then you're kind of like, ew.
Is that considered bestiality?
I don't know. But what if it's really good?
Yeah, what if it is?
That's disgusting, girl.
I mean, would you change your mind and go, well, the intimacy is really good, but
yeah, he provides for the family. He's great at mowing the lawn. It's just like you got to weigh the pros and the cons. Because yeah.
Brian says, FYI, reptilian are shapeshifters. They are often cold to the touch and their eyes will change their pupils from round to slits.
Well, yeah, but I mean, honestly, my feet in the wintertime are very cold to the touch. I'm just saying.
I'm always
my
cold.
hands, I'm cold
Yeah.
to the touch. I'm sorry,
I'm
but
going
it
through
is what it
menopause.
is.
I'm always either hot or cold. So hey.
I mean, I don't think we could go by that. But
So my next,
I think yes, I have seen where people will say that instead of closing like the human eye, they will close like this.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like this, they do this. And I'm a lobster. Okay. But I mean, there is that. But what if you don't catch that?
Right.
Or, you kind of side eye somebody and you think you see it, but then you dismiss it.
Yes. And JoJo had made a point. The tongues are so long.
But if they're shape shifting,
Yeah.
I mean, I went to a wrong place with that.
I did too.
I was
I did too.
I went to a very wrong place with that. Again,
this
what
is a
if the intimacy's
PG-13
good
show.
type of
Remember
thing?
that?
No, I swear to God, I think that I would freak out. I would think I would freak out until I came around and calmed down and started thinking about it. And then I'd be more like Natalie and then start asking the questions. And then I'd be like, well, how dare you?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me. What about you, Krista?
I'm kind of like you, Brandy. I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to approach that. That'd be the one time in my life I'd be freaking speechless.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be speechless. I would be making all kinds of noises. It just might not be understandable.
No.
That's it. That would be it. Because I mean, it's kind of like how do you deal with somebody that you fell in love with?
Yeah.
That you've had intimate conversations with. That you shared your deepest secrets and they didn't share theirs.
Well, yeah, that's
sounds like betrayal.
Yeah,
sounds like betrayal.
Secret. Yeah, yeah. But then you got to think, okay, so if they're here, I would want to know why they're here. So I'm like Natalie in that way. I would have a lot of questions, but I don't know. That would be
I would think about.
I would feel like
it would take me a while, but I would think about. I didn't know before.
But you know what though? There's got to be signs for everything, right? So maybe you overlook them or something. I don't know. I feel
because we as women dismiss a lot of red flags.
I was just going to say that we dismiss a lot of red flags.
I'm sorry if someone's eyes turn into splits. That's a little different.
Yeah, but that's if you see it. They don't do it consistently. It's like they have a slip.
Yeah.
And it happens.
So Brian says, but did you really fall in love with them or their shape shift? It's a good question.
Well,
Brian.
Wouldn't it be their personality that you
like
their
both.
inner self?
Yeah, it would be both. It would be both.
Right.
Because Chris and I actually had a conversation about this. For me to really generally connect to somebody, there has to be something physically about them that attracts me. I don't care if it's your smile, your hair, your eyes. I don't care, but it's got to be something that attracts me to you. But then comes the personality, the temperament, just the overall human traits that they have. That's the second thing. And of course, humor. What if this reptilian has just an amazing humor?
Right?
I would be done for.
Yeah.
I'd be just like,
so would you consider it like a different race? Like we have different races.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have Hispanic or what I'm saying? Would it be like a race?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so because I would dismiss race. Race is not the thing. It's a pure. Because what if one day you walk in and they're in the tub and they're just in their pure form?
I like what Amy Creel says. When you eat your pineal gland, it won't be funny anymore.
Exactly.
Oh, dang it. I was attached to that.
Go, Amy.
I was so attached to my pineal gland. Dang it. You know what I'm saying? I guess for me it would just be how, because I fell in love with this reptilian in its human form, but also for all the other traits that it has.
Right.
So it would be hard for me to determine what I would do, and if I could get over the point that they're a reptilian.
Right.
So everybody in
Which I
chat,
doubt.
tell us what you guys would do. Chat in there and let us know what you guys would do, because I'm curious. Just
I mean, would you run or would you stay? That's all we need to know. Would you run or would you stay? Yeah. I mean, because
it would be hard if you love that person.
I would be
that
heartbroken.
creature. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it would be hard to just leave.
Yeah.
It
would be hard. I would be absolutely heartbroken.
Yeah.
Because like I said, again, it's betrayal.
Right.
And how do you forgive something like that?
Right.
I don't
know.
Then
again, would you want to know in the beginning, like, hey, by the way, I'm reptilian?
Yeah.
It should be in their bio.
Well, it's like many other things that have happened in my life. It's kind of like, you should give me the option to say yes or no. You don't just force it upon me because you want to. You need to let me know. Otherwise, this will be hanging over our entire relationship. You know what I mean? You have to give me the option to say yes or no. And that has happened to me. That has happened to me where they did not give me an option on some things. And it turned out bad.
Anti-Venom says, what if they're swimming in your jetted tool tub in reptile form?
I'd ask them if they needed some bubble bath.
You need exfoliated?
Need to clean under them scales?
Yeah. Here, shed some of your skin here.
Or do you need a salt rub? I'm not quite sure what I should do here. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, nobody's really given me a clear sign on the 4 blonde side that everybody should be in a chat. Okay. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. All right. If I love that person or that creature before, I would probably stay.
Yeah. But I don't know if it would be the same. So, I mean.
It would not be the same.
If it's not the same, it's not the same feeling or love that you had before.
But then again, I might understand why they didn't tell you.
I'd be like, hey, you want to come on our show?
Yeah, come on,
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
If there are any reptilians out there, you're invited. Come on the show.
You will be the first guest on.
Because I want to know what you would do.
Absolutely,
I want to know what you would do. Because clearly, if you met another reptilian, you would know if you're reptilian.
Right.
So, I mean, but would you tell your human spouse before, or just let them find out on their own if they ever find out? I don't know. We welcome all reptilians. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Not that way, we don't.
I didn't even go there, Krista. You just went. Okay.
Be more
Krista, right down. Right down the hill. Okay. All right. Let's okay. Now that's got me really upset. Go ahead and let's go to the next question, because this is why I say these are 3 a.m. thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. Okay. So this is the question Brandy had. Brandy says, what if you were forced to live in a known haunted house with no other options?
Yes.
Okay.
What if that were true? I mean, because you had no place else to go.
Okay.
This is the only shelter you can have. You can't get out of it.
So I have a question before I answer that, because honestly, I would have 2 different answers. Is this the young Krista at 20 before she knew anything about this stuff? Or is this the Krista today? Krista today could deal with it, and I wouldn't have a problem. The old Krista?
Right.
I don't know that I could.
Right. I don't know, Natalie. What do you think about you? I mean, could you live in something like that was super active? I mean, you're going to be hearing this stuff. You're going to have, let's throw in more into the scenario. You're going to have friends that will refuse to come to your house.
Yep.
family members, all kinds of things due to what's going on. I mean, you would have to sacrifice relationships to live in this haunted house. I mean, what would you really do?
That's a really good point. I did live in a haunted house, but not to the point that nobody would come and visit. There was a lot of activity, both positive and negative. I lived there just fine because I set the rules. And if I'm able to set the rules of the house as the homeowner, I can tell the spirits, listen, here's how it's going to go. Hopefully they'll listen. I think if I had no other choice, then I would have to. I'd have to live there and just meet people outside if they didn't want to come in, like out.
Okay. So let's take this a step further. Okay.
Okay.
The three of us, we can all handle ghosts. None of us are scared of them. Okay. That's not a big deal. Let's say it's a demonic entity. That changes it up. So
that changes it up.
I'd live out of my car. That's straight up. I'd live in my car. I would, me, my mom, and my daughter, we would be in my car. I mean, like, you like it. Okay. You like it because this is what it is.
If it's a demonic entity, then no, I am not walking in there because there's no taking care of that. You have to have them professionally taken care of. And if it even works.
Yeah. If it even works.
If it even works. Yeah.
I mean, but if I were to live in a haunted house, well, guess what, everyone? I'm living the American dream. So
living in a haunted house, an actual just with regular ghosts, that would not bother me a bit. I could learn
not at all.
I am living that dream. You know what I mean? It's fine with me. You know, don't bother me. And you know what? You can
set your boundaries. That's all you do.
Yeah.
You set your boundaries with them. And
don't bother me. Of course they do on occasion, but I think it's hilarious when they like to travel with me and bother everybody else. That's my fun time. Because then I sleep so soundly, just like a baby. And then everybody else has got hell to pay. You know what I mean? Everybody else has got hell to pay. And I'm like,
believe me, I know. I have witnessed this many times, Brandy. We have traveled a lot together.
Yes.
And her little guy does come with Brandy. And only one time it bothered me because you and I were sleeping in different rooms.
Yes, that's right. But all the other times we were sleeping in the same room. But it was because you were with another person, you know, another female. They thought that to be funny.
Yep. And this other female was absolutely terrified.
Terrified.
And I'm not. So we're actually in a snowstorm stuck up in freaking Michigan. And me and this other girl and Brandy all went up there. And so Brandy had her own room. And then I just shared with this other gal who, by the way, again, is petrified of ghosts.
Yeah.
So we're in the hotel room and she's in her bed and I'm in mine. And I was about to sleep and I heard a bang. And she sat up, freaking her shit. Oops. Freaking her stuff. And she, like, having a cow, I'm like, oh, my shoes just fell or something, you know. But honestly, I didn't say nothing to her, but there was nothing on the ground. Like, I didn't see anything. So calmed her down. Next thing I don't know, wait another 10 minutes. It happened again. This time she is really flipping out. And honestly, I didn't really think much about it because, again, ghosts don't scare me. I've slept in many haunted houses. I just go to sleep. It don't bother me. And not knowing or not really, I should have been a better friend because I should have known that she was scared. She stayed up all night long. She wouldn't freaking sleep.
Oh.
She stayed up all night scared.
Me and Chris are like, we're just out. We're out. I don't know. And you know, because there was another time where we had rented an Airbnb with a bunch of other people. And Chris and I, you know, we shared another honeymoon suite in this Airbnb. Well, we walk in and we're talking and we're putting our stuff down. And next thing you know, we heard this bang right in the corner of the room. There's nothing there.
Brian.
It's nobody in the house. It's just me and her. And she goes, you hear that? I went, yeah, it's here. Didn't bother us the rest of the time that we were there. But with everyone else, it was moving stuff around. Now this one lady had taken off her glasses. She was in one of the bedrooms with her husband.
Upstairs.
Took off her glasses and put it in her pocketbook and set it on the nightstand. Or I'm sorry, in the bed, right in the bed with her. She got up the next morning, could not find her glasses. They were not in her pocketbook. She found them in her bag on the very bottom of her bag.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was walking around upstairs again. I was oblivious. I was sleeping like a baby. I thought, this is awesome. You know, this is great.
So thank you, Brian, for that. And yes,
Thank
we
you.
do need a swear jar. You've been around us enough to know that my mouth at times is not clean. So
Mine too.
yes.
I'm just as guilty.
We've all been around each other enough to know.
We need a bleeper machine. Bleep.
Yep, we do.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, for me, like I said, I live this life. It doesn't bother me, but I don't have anything negative in my home. It's a little annoying at times.
Even that thing that goes with you everywhere, it's not negative.
No, it's just like it's a prankster, likes to have a good time. It's like, oh, let's see who I can scare this time. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It's gone. It's like, hey, you know, let's check this person out, see how they're going to react.
I like the pranksters. They're fun.
Yes, it's a harmless. It's harmless. This is not anything malicious. It, you know, and it has its boundaries. It knows, hey, da 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 da. Well, it does like this room that I'm in. It likes my office. I think it's because I talk to y'all here and I talk to everybody in chat, and we talk about all the stuff that gives it energy. So I think that it's fine with that, and it does its thing. But once, you know, there was a time where it was bothering my daughter, but it wasn't doing anything malicious. It was just bothering her in her room. Like, it would knock stuff off the table and blah, blah, blah. So I finally had to have a conversation. You stay out of my daughter's room. You stay out of my mother's room. You can go into the living room. You can't be in my bedroom or my bathroom, but you can stay in my office if you choose. But that is all.
Yeah.
So
you got to set boundaries.
The things that were happening to my mother and my daughter quit. It just quit. Because I think it likes the fact that I do go places. It can go. It, you know, I think it's the only one that doesn't find me boring. Because there have been other like transient ghosts that come in and out.
Yeah.
And that's just hazard for what we do. It happens. It happens, but they don't stay long. They're just like, oh crap, she's boring. I'm out of here. You know, but this one likes it. So I'm not, I don't have to cleanse my home. I don't have to do all that. We have boundaries set. We're good. You know, everything's fine. Yeah.
And that's the thing, you know, like people can learn to cohabitate with ghosts.
Oh yeah.
You know, they really can. Like, you know, I've done many private cases, and, you know, sometimes it's a matter of like giving them a part of your basement or something like that, and just making the rules. Listen, you leave my kids, my pets alone. You know, you don't come in my bathroom. You don't come in my bedroom, you know?
Yeah. The only one that bothers is my daughter's cat. Is that's the only one, but she can see it.
Sure.
So, and it's usually when she comes into my room and then she's like real close to my office, then she starts hissing and starts looking up and all this other kind. So I know she can see this thing.
Yeah.
But that's the only one that bothers. My dog could care less. He's like, whatever.
Right.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah.
You know, just welcome in. But it's, you know, you can cohabitate. And so moving into a haunted house. But Krista, to answer your question, if it's demonic, no. I'm living in my car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a question for you.
Okay.
What if you had a house and you had Dogman terrorizing you? No place else to go. You had nothing, you know. You had nowhere to go. You had nowhere to turn. But you had a Dogman that's on top of your roof, throwing rocks, scratching on your doors and windows, all this stuff that we've heard.
Yeah.
What would you guys do about that? Not a Bigfoot, a Dogman.
See, that's where it gets a little bit nuts for me. I mean, I would stand my ground in my home at that point, but there would be consequences for the Dogman. Absolutely. Because I'm crafty. I mean, I'd be setting up booby traps and all kinds of stuff outside. It would have a hard way to go to come terrorize me for a long time, you know.
Yeah,
it would definitely have to. It would have to be real tough. You know what I mean? To take what it can dish out.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Well, the fact of the matter that it's not, it's there, but it's it's tormenting you.
right.
Yeah.
I think I would make a lovely fur coat out of it. That's what I would do.
And I said there would be consequences for it to terrorize me.
Maybe a nice pair of boots or a rug, something.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm with
or
you.
we can just, put it in the deep freeze and sell it off to science. I don't know.
Yeah, that too.
I was just going to say, Brandy, I'm not that hungry to eat a dog man.
No, I wouldn't need it. I would just sell it off to science. I think that anything, that would terrorize my home and animal wise, have been dealt a different kind of blow than what they would be thinking.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why would a dog man be any different for me? I mean, of course, I would probably have to board up my windows and all of that stuff and make sure everything's good and until this fight was over. But I would definitely end that fight for sure.
Right. No, I get it. I get you. Yeah.
What would
and
you
have
do?
a fur coat.
And a lovely fur coat. Yeah. And boots to match.
Well, depending on what color the dog man was.
I could have an Indian headdress. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a question from Leah.
Okay.
Good. Leah says, my 1920 farmhouse is haunted. What is the best way to cleanse my home of ghosts and any negative energy? We can help you with that, Leah. So you guys want to go, or you want me to go first?
You go ahead.
Go ahead.
So my advice to you is, honestly, you can email us at blondsandbooze@gmail.com, and we'll be glad to help you and walk you through this over the phone or whatever, we have to do. But, it's all about your intentions. So if you can do a cleansing, but if you just say the words and don't mean them, it's not going to work. It's not going to do any good. So you go through your house and you crack your window and you go all through it and you say all positive adjectives. My thing is peace, love, happiness, joy, allowed in here. All others leave and leave now, and you keep repeating yourself. You do even your cabinets, you do your closets, you do your crawl space, you do every little nook and cranny in your house. So I would definitely do that. You can also take any type of iron. So horseshoe nails you can buy at your local farm store. You can buy a box of them for $10 and then put like horseshoe nails under your bed, in your windows, and that repels all negativity over your doorways, and that will repel any negativity. So if you do have any questions or you need help, definitely reach out to us. We'll be glad to help you, any of the three of us. But if you guys have anything to add to that.
Well, you can honestly you can sage your house. But I would definitely read up on the best ways to do that. Everybody has their own way. But again, it goes back to Krista in saying it's your intention. Have it only leave one window out open. And then, go room to room and sage each room and keep pushing it towards this window. Now, there's many different sages you can use. The simplest one is the white sage, which looks like this. Okay. If you have something a little bit tougher, a little bit more negative, there's always the dragon blood sage that you can use, which is supposed to be one of the strongest sages to use if you have negative energy.
Palo Santos is good too.
That is also good. But I do recommend that you don't just do it once and say one and done. It's kind of like it's going to have to be like weekly until you feel the effects of the activity start to fade. And sometimes you have to do it daily and then go weekly and then go monthly. And then, once a year is good. That's what I do about once a year, and I sage everything and I get everything out.
I do the same thing. I cleanse.
Yeah. About once a year is usually good for me, unless I go antiquing or bring something home I am unsure of where it came from. And then, depending on what the item is, I may sage it. I may use holy water or I may even go bury it for a couple days.
Yeah.
So, and burying items like that too works wonders, but do it for a minimum of 24 hours, a minimum. Just make sure it doesn't rust or anything like that. You don't want to.
Absolutely.
But absolutely go bury it right in the dirt. Don't put it in a bag. Don't do nothing. Just bury it. And there's been times, because I am an earth girl. So I do like to ground myself in the grass, but overall I'm a water girl. So I do purify myself through rivers, lakes, ocean. Any type of water is absolute purification. I would say the shower, but that's not the same. It's not the same. You have to get
the same,
with
but if that's all you have, it is effective.
Yeah.
Again, it's your intention. Because I've done that. I've had a crappy day, come home and take a shower. You're washing, you're cleaning yourself. So I'm saying my intentions, all negativity, leave me while, you're using soap and totally head to toe, clean yourself.
Also, pink Himalayan salt with rosemary and sliced lemons, and just marinate yourself in it. Just like lay there and just have positive thoughts and positive mindset. And when you get out of the tub, do not towel yourself off. Dry naturally, just air dry. And then now you've got yourself protected. Also, as you're saging, think about this. Would you want just a complete stranger entering your house, kind of terrorizing you or pushing you around? You wouldn't allow that to happen. You would be like, you need to leave my house. You're not welcome here. You are not allowed here. You're not allowed in my space. You need to leave now and never come back. And say it with intention, as if there is a physical human right there. So that's, I've done that before and it works.
Yeah. Well, Monica Rawlins brought up a really good point on one of the shows that we did with her. And she says, you can revoke your permission. If you did not know or unknowingly let something like that into your home, you can revoke that invitation. You can say, you need to get out now. You are no longer welcome in my home. So you can revoke that invitation. I don't know how good it would work with a vampire, but but with the spirits and stuff, you can say, hey, you're not allowed here anymore. You're not a good spirit. And then you make sure that if it's this one particular spirit, like in my house, I don't worry about the other ones. They're not harmful. They're just whatever. But if something negative come in my house, I would revoke my permission from specifically that one.
Right.
That one. Yeah.
And it's the same thing too. If you're one that likes to, buy things at flea markets or antiques and things like that, you can cleanse them before you bring them in your house.
Yep. That's what I do. Absolutely.
Yep. So, and I would suggest that to everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Bigfoot Michigan Rob is now a firm believer in that. He didn't know that before, and ran into a little bit of a problem with his little antiquing stuff.
Ooh.
So he now knows that he should do something like that before he lets it come into the house. Before he even put it in your garage. Don't even put it in your garage. Don't do that.
Right. Yeah. Crazy stuff, man.
I know.
Yeah.
All
right. Next question.
I don't know if there is any more.
Well, there is the one.
Oh, there is a couple questions here.
There is the one that kept me up at night, because we're talking about, we as people are having more children, we are expanding, we are taking up a lot of more space each and every year, and we talk about Bigfoot and how sometimes when we're just walking out in the woods, we don't even realize that we're walking right into their living room. We may not even be that far off the beaten path, and boom, we're in their living room. We didn't know. Yeah. Because they're now living so close to humanity that of course we're going to have more and more sightings.
Sure.
It's inevitable. But what if you had to take in a Bigfoot for a like a relocation program because they had nowhere else to go? So you had to take them in.
Okay.
I
Are they
mean,
friendly? Is it a friendly one?
I'm going to say yes. It's friendly to a point. It's
Okay.
not aggressive. It is not a gugway. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to eat your face off,
Okay.
but it can be a little temperamental. I mean, okay, like all things can be.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, what would you do? I mean, would you invite it in the house, or what would you do?
Right. And JoJo, that's the point of this. Our questions are supposed to be funny and
These
goofy.
are the 3 a.m. questions that
Yeah.
keep you up at night.
Yep.
Stupid things that just cross your
Right.
mind, and you're like, "Why am I even thinking this? What has happened?
So
I mean,
Natalie,
did I
what
have
would
too much
you do on that?
caffeine? What did I eat?
What
I
would you
don't
do?
know.
Would you take in a Bigfoot, Natalie?
100%.
Mhm.
But I would take in any animal.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's an animal that needs a home and love,
Right.
come on in.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if it's a Bigfoot or if it's an ostrich. Whatever it needs, you know. and I'm just like that though. I don't care. Humans are a different story, but you know, if you have an animal or like a Bigfoot or something and they're friendly and they're not going to eat my face off, and you know, of course, I would definitely take care of them. I would definitely take care of
Yeah.
them. Of course, I don't think they're really going to fit in my townhouse, but I would have to get a larger place for him.
Yeah. And you know, the thing is too, I would want to do is learn from it, you know, study it and see its behaviors. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
its language. I would want to learn Squatch language.
Yeah. And knowing me, I would be like, okay, let me get you cleaned up. Let me brush your hair. You know, let's get you an outfit, something sweet.
Miss Bougie herself.
I know. I'm like, oh my God.
Let me get you a t-shirt.
Let me get
Especially
you
made for you.
Yes, and this, and we have matching ones, and we're a Bigfoot. You know.
I mean, I seriously thought about this one night, and I'm like, what would I do? You know, I live in farmland. What would I do? So I'm thinking, well, you know, you go along the road in these towns and you see these sheds for sale, right? Like you're thinking, hey, that's like a tiny home. I could live in that. Well, yeah, we'll make one for our Bigfoot friend. You know, we'll hook it up with AC and air conditioning, and it can watch the satellite, the Dish Network or whatever.
You put 4 lawns on the outside of it.
Right?
You know, and it could have its own little house and come and go as it pleases. Just don't eat my animals, you know, just don't eat them.
Or my
Yeah.
kids.
You know, and we're good. I
Yeah.
mean, I'll get you a pillow blanket. I'll even make you a bed. I mean,
Yes.
we can make you a custom bed so you'll fit in it. We could do this.
I think they would need bigger than a California king, though.
Oh, by far.
Well,
By far.
we could make a big old pallet on the floor. You know,
Yeah.
with lots of
Massive, big mattresses together, and just, you know, with blankets and pillows and entertainment. And
and it would just have to subject itself to flea and tick treatment.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it would feel a lot better. I would feel good about it. It would be good.
Yep.
Of course.
How much front line do you think you'd put on a Bigfoot?
Well, see, that's what I was getting ready to say. Our veterinarian would have to come up with something.
Yeah, they'd have to do those calculations.
Yeah. Because I mean, we're not even sure of the DNA yet.
Yeah.
We're not sure. I mean, there's a whole bunch of opinions and theories out there, but are we really sure? No.
Right.
So, you know, it's not good for humans. So what if it has human DNA?
Right, right. Yes, I would have to raise my ceilings.
You would.
Quite
Yeah.
a bit.
I like what Barbara says. Hey, Barbara, it's good to see you in chat. She says, clean the tub drain after a shower. She's not kidding.
They'd be outside with the hose.
But what if
We'll
it had,
run over to Mississippi
what if
and let
it
them
had-
jump in?
so Brandy, though, what if it really does have human DNA? Like Dr. Melba Ketchum, you know, look what she got. So would you still make it shower outside when it's might
Yes.
have some human DNA?
Yes, because it's used to that. That's what it's built for. It's built to be outside. Regardless of the weather, the inclement weather, whatever, it is built to be outside. But would I give it a blanket and a pillow? Yes.
Yeah.
Make it more comfy? Yeah. Might even buy one of those big old huge teddy bears. Let it hug on that for a while.
Yeah. But
That's-
dogs back in centuries ago were always outside.
Yes.
And we have domesticated them so much that now they live inside, and to go outside and fight for their own food, I mean, they would die.
Yeah.
I think if we were to take in Bigfoot, same thing would happen.
Sure.
Here we are. They got I got a crock pot of stuff going on, make them a big meal. And then they're like, woo, they're watching, housewives of whatever. And, just doing their thing.
Right.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Well,
There you go, Atlanta Housewives.
Jason says you would have to unplug the toilet all the time, ladies.
We would have to definitely figure that situation out. I don't know if I would have to like build an outhouse and keep moving that, or something big enough for it to fit in. Yeah, I think I'd have to do that.
Yeah,
because I don't think that it would fit
on the toilet. I was just thinking that. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it would. We'd have to specially make some.
Yeah, like a giant toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want that in my yard.
Could you imagine the water pressure that would have to come through a giant toilet?
Oh, God. And the water bill and the toilet paper.
That's what I said. Water hose, ladies and gentlemen, it'll work out great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm agreeing with you on the water hose now.
Okay.
Oh, my God. How fun. This has been kind of fun, guys.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, it has. Natalie, let's talk about The Vanishing briefly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all of that's coming up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so The Vanishing is the documentary that's coming out through Relic Films. It's going to be premiered on January 31st in Alabama. That's when the premiere is. And then afterwards, it will be streaming. So we will let everybody know where to find it if you can't make it to Alabama. It is an amazing, very dark documentary about two individuals that went missing in the Smoky Mountains. And we go through very detailed as to what happened, what our investigation found. And when we went into the forest, our investigations, both during the day and night, were packed with activity. So much activity that we were in shock. We were like, this can't be happening to us. Every single day and night, we're seeing stuff. It's incredible.
Wow.
And what I witnessed is, things that only people talked about before, that I was like, really, that happens? And I witnessed it.
Wow.
So it's a phenomenal film. It, a lot of hard work and a lot of hours went into it, especially from Greg Ogles, who produced it. So if you could just go out and just take a look at it. Go on YouTube, take a look at the trailer that we greatly appreciate that, because that gives greater visibility. But it's going to be a really cool film.
Yeah,
everybody's
looking forward to seeing it. And Brandy and I are going to come down to Alabama for that weekend, and I'm pretty excited. And
yeah, it was exciting because of the research that I specifically did. I was for hours and hours and hours of research, just combing through documents, reading, old documents that, that were archived, that were then released. So it was really quite eye-opening and almost sad.
So question, how long, I know you and Adam Davis and Greg and Cheryl, I believe.
Well, Cheryl was there helping us out behind the scenes. It was myself and Adam and Greg, and then our folks that were behind the camera, Jim and Janice. We made a great team. So we were boots on the ground, getting out there, and Jim at one point got flashed. He was not with the group. He was off to the side and got flashed, and he went down. And he was sick as a dog, horrible headache. We had to grab him, pull him towards us to keep him protected. So these are the things that were happening to us.
Wow. hence the vanishing, where you could see how people can go missing. You know,
very, very easily. It's, you think, how can this happen? Like, just like that out of nowhere. And these people were in the woods their entire life, and they literally vanish.
wow, that's scary. That really is scary. Because what do you guys say? And we'll just touch briefly, because I'm sure you guys probably talk about it, but what about the feral people too? Because they're a true thing, So
Absolutely.
the cryptids out there, or even the natural wildlife.
Yep.
The feral people up in the Appalachians, they're scary.
They're terrifying. And so I had the privilege to have a permit to go into Cades Cove after hours and do an investigation. And a ranger went with us. And he showed us on the map, okay, this is, because we told him, I'm like, here's where we want to go. This is what we want to investigate. And he goes, okay, so here's this, but over here's where the feral people are.
Oh,
what? He's like, oh yeah, this is where they live. Now it is very, very challenging to get to. And you would have to go through some terrain and some high hills. And I mean, you would have to not go alone, that's for sure. But they knew exactly where they are. This is not even a secret. He was like, yeah, they're right here.
Wow. So definitely, guys, if you guys can make it to Alabama, January 31st, we'll all be there. Everybody that's in the show on the documentary is going to be there. And I'll tell you what, we all have a good time when we get together.
We do.
Right. Yeah. We're going to have some speakers, and there's going to be vendors. And so, hey, there's going to be a lot to do. There's going to be a lot to do.
Yep.
Yep.
Do we head out to Alabama?
Yeah. Do we have a couple minutes for me to tell that crazy story that happened over the weekend?
That's what I was just going to ask you.
Okay, so over the weekend, I spoke at Charlie's Beyond Belief Expo in Fort Myers. Had a great time, great bunch of people. It was phenomenal. Afterwards, 5 of us went out and did a night investigation into the forest right beyond Fort Myers, which is on the west side of Florida, South Florida.
Kind of on the Gulf. It's on the Gulf.
Yeah, on the Gulf side. So we happened to go with a lady who lives there, and she was taking us to some of the locations that she goes to on a regular basis. So we started going out. I always carry my bear spray, had our red lights out, and we are trekking in high grass, trees, bushes. And so we keep seeing game trails, and where the grass was pushed down, where animals bedding down for the night. So we are seeing this. So there's a lot of wildlife in the area. So as we're pushing in and we're going further and further, Bob said, oh no, I forgot to lock my Jeep. And he had a lot of equipment in there. Lynn said, I'll go with you so you're not alone. So myself, Marie Dumont, and Cheryl all stayed in this one area. We're like, we're just going to observe and see what we see. We had thermal cameras. We had the red lights. We're just kind of observing. Marie goes, there's something right here in the high grass. And I went, okay. And I grabbed my thermal, started walking towards her, and something large stood up, and it wasn't bipedal. And so she backs up, I back up, and Marie grabs Cheryl, goes, start walking. So we're like, don't run, walk. Well, as we're walking, and I have my stick and my bear spray, this thing starts paralleling us in the high grass. And this thing is rather large. And we're like, okay, it's either a boar or a panther. I'm not sure, but keep going. So as we're walking, this thing is keeping up with us, watching us as we go. And I mean, keeps going faster and faster as we walk faster. And then all of a sudden turns and charges at me. And I use my bear spray, like a quick psht.
Yeah.
And then it stopped. And it turns out it was a panther.
Oh, my Lord.
And so I said, keep going, don't run. So I'm actually going backwards and kind of sideways to make sure this thing doesn't keep coming at us. They're walking. Bob and Lynn heard, so they came back. They were like, what's going on? And we told them, like, just keep going, keep going. It did not follow us. So the next day, Marie did some research, and that was a panther refuge. that we walked into.
Oh no.
So you were invading their territory.
Absolutely. So we went in there not knowing this.
Mhm.
This report said that there's a lot of panthers in there. There are witnessed to have panther cubs. The first witnessed panther cubs. It was so cool. And they are all tagged. They even said down below at the very end of the report that people who have gone in there have been charged, like
Wow.
rushed at. They've had to use bear spray, which that was me the night before, to stop it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty intense. That's the second panther sighting and encounter I've had in a year.
Wow. You are so lucky, all of you
You're
guys.
lucky.
Yeah. Had I not had that bear spray, I would be in the hospital right now. Or dead.
Or worse. Yeah.
Or I could be,
Wow. That's crazy. I'm telling you, like, girl.
Leave it to Natalie. Let's
I
just
know.
end up in a panther refuge.
Whoopsies. And here we go, walking right into it. Here we are.
And she camped in a tent. In a panther
Hello,
refuge.
everyone.
Yeah, because that last year, that male panther walked right up to my tent in the middle of the night. A male panther in heat.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy.
I don't know. You got very, very lucky. And we're glad you're okay.
Yeah.
You did.
We are all okay. Had I not had that bear spray, I don't know what would have happened because that thing came barreling at us.
Yeah. Wow. Well, guys, we're at the hour mark. And if you guys wait until 30 minutes, we have Blondes and Boo show and we have Spooky Dookie coming on. They're some friends of ours and they're a lot of fun and they're a good group to investigate with. Brandy and I have investigated with them many times and they're knowledgeable and they have a lot of interesting things to talk about. So join us at Blondes and Boos at 8 p.m. Natalie, you're welcome to join us.
Thank you. Thank you.
An invitation. So join us over there, guys. And we are at our hour. So I am going to end this show and we will see everybody in 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Yep. See y'all.
Blondes and Boos. Blondes and Boos. Go to that channel now.
Yes. Yep, Blondes and Boos only. And I'm going to play Texas Extra.
There we go.
See y'all.
Bye.